Refreshing. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Thomas, and today we are looking at each and every single item that sold out for week 14. And then we're going over to StockX.com and analyzing the current resale prices of the items, see if our predictions from my drop list video were accurate, and overall the winners and losers of the week. Let's jump right into it. Before we get started, I want to remind you guys to please hit like on the video and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you get up to date every single time I go live. I do a weekly live stream every single Thursday for live cops, drop list reviews, and then after Supreme comes out, we generally go over what's coming out for Palace, other streetwear brands, and just overall hang out, talk streetwear, sneakers, gaming, cars, and more. Anything you guys are into, it's a good time, so head on over to the stream. We also have memberships available on the channel for additional benefits like exclusive chat icons, members only giveaways, and more. Check that out if at all interested. Now let's look at a few items that actually didn't sell out, and surprisingly, the Equipe sweatshirt is still in stock on Supreme's website, so get that if you want. Same thing with the Supreme stencil short sleeve shirt, and we even have the spices and the incense still sitting on the site. So get yourself some cheap Supreme accessories before they're gone if you're interested. Now let's go to the first item that sold out. All right, one of the big winners this week was the hooded stadium jacket. This guy is pretty cool. Overall, not a huge spring or summer item, but definitely for those colder months in the future, this guy will be pretty sick. Giant Supreme spell out in the back. I was really digging the San Francisco 49ers colorway as well as the blue one. Black is decent if you like the criminal spec, the ninja style, but yeah, this guy, easy sellout. Next up, we have the Trey Jacquard short sleeve shirt. I actually tried and failed to cop a XXL single cart on the weekly live stream. I thought this guy was worth going for in a larger size, and I've just never gone for a XXL and successfully copped it for resale. We took the L, but that's okay. A lot of people were digging this guy, and it sold out pretty quick. Next up, the Collage zip-up hooded sweatshirt by the Women's History Museum, which is, again, a random brand and not the actual Women's History Museum, if that's even a real place. But this guy, I think, was one of the first items to sell out and actually ended up being very sought after. And it makes sense. It's a pretty unique looking piece, especially in this white colorway that has this newspaper look to it. I think it's pretty cool in both, though. Like the purple and the random little color hits, they go a long way. A little bit of pink on the black one, a little bit of yellow, and some red on the white one. Next up, the striped terry short sleeve polo. I said I didn't really like this piece, but the community overall disagreed with me. I think a lot of people like these soft terry cotton items. They're pretty comfortable for the summer. Still available in black, surprisingly. People were really feeling the blue and the red. $110 actually wasn't bad, and if you still want the black one, it's on the site. The return of the jorts. We're back, boys, with the script denim baggy shorts. $138. These guys, I'm pretty sure, flew off the site for all the denim heads, the weekend grillers, everyone's dad hanging out at the local hardware store. Got to get a pair of these. And the giant Supreme script on the side, it's a unique choice, but it's not too noticeable given that it is color matched to the denim right there. But yeah, this guy, another sellout. One of the colorways of the Equipe sweatshorts actually did sell out. The black one still available in the orange and the blue. Surprisingly, I thought the blue one, if anything, would be the first to go, but I guess these are probably the most wearable with other items. Like, you don't need the full suit to actually pull these off. Black shorts, can't really go wrong. 118 is a little high for shorts in my opinion, but there is some decent embroidery, and we do have the number 9 there on the side. The mesh side panel cam cap actually sold out in, I think, every single colorway. Yes, this guy, kind of a sleeper. Not a lot of people talking about it. I thought it was pretty decent. I overall liked it and still do. I would have copped this lilac or lavender colorway if I had to pick, but a nice little lightweight running hat with some mesh on the side. Very good for outdoor sports in the summer. All right, next up, my beloved Italia 6-panel that I ended up passing on because I think just this wreath in the front just wasn't doing it for me. I wish they put that guy on the back instead of showing this Supreme thing. Shout out to ZK for the new subscription, bro. Hope you see this video. And yeah, it sold out in the white, and the black colorway is still available in the Pacer colors, or the University of Michigan colorway, if you will. But yeah, overall, pretty decent little racing hat. I think it's pretty neat for all the Italia embroidery racing adjacent fans. I don't know, but it did in fact sell out in 2 colorways. All right, last up, this is kind of a restock reminder. Supreme has been releasing the Air Force Ones in white and black pretty much once a month on a Friday, and they released them today. Now, I put out a community post alerting people that this restock happened, but they did end up selling out pretty shortly after. So just a recommendation and a reminder to stay up to date on Supreme's restocks if you actually want to get yourself a pair of the Air Force Ones. Now, these are just the same colorways. I'll let you guys know when new ones come out, but I thought I'd mention this because these do restock about once a month, and people do ask me quite frequently when the next time they will restock. Well, it's over now, so I hope you got them. Skating on over to StockX.com, we have the hooded stadium jacket, and we can see the last sale actually $349 for a size medium, and all the prices right there for the other sizes, including an XL and a large. This guy actually did pretty well. Like, if you sold that for $349, you did about $100 after fees probably. And then the 49ers colorway right here, this one actually not doing as well as the blue. $297 is the highest one for a medium and an XL. And looking at the black, I think we got a $345 for a size medium, sold on the day of the drop. Overall, stadium jacket, regardless of the season, not doing too bad, but the volume isn't super high, so expect the price to go down a little bit if you missed out on this guy. Trade Jacquard short sleeve shirt. Now, what could I have sold that XXL for? Let us see. No XXL sales on the site as of yet. I see a $222 for a size large, which is pretty decent. It was $140 when it came out. Oh boy, a $266 for an XL. Let's see, if I wanted to sell XXL, someone's asking $203. Stay tuned to see if people have actually bought for that price. And I think the tan colorway was probably the second most coveted. Looking at prices here, the highest has been a $209 for a medium, but overall they're going for about 30 or 40 above retail, but it does depend on the size. See, this medium guy, I don't think he's gonna get $259, but you never know. Collage zip-up hooded sweatshirts. I did say this guy was one of the winners of the week in terms of resale value. Just below that $200 retail price, you can see the last sale was $308 for an XL. Overall, pretty strong resale price. The lowest was actually $247 and goes up to like the $270s, $290s here and there. Current asking prices are right here. So if you copy this for personal or for reselling, you did pretty good. Black colorway, take a look at some of these asking prices. We got $251 for a small, up to $317 for that XXL. And the volume on this guy is, for whatever reason, a little bit less than the white colorway. Striped Terry short sleeve polo is next. Looks like no sales quite yet on this guy, which makes sense. This is definitely more of a personal item, but people are asking as low as $168 for this thing. I think we'll probably see it start to sell maybe around the 150s, could even go as low as the 140s. And this is the part of the video where I remind you guys to please check eBay, Poshmark, Grail, Depop, any other site where streetwear changes hands to get a full picture for an item's current resale value. I just use StockX because it's easy to understand and gives us a nice visual image of the resale market. Script baggy denim shorts are next. These guys, well, they're not going for a whole lot. We see $160, $220 for the 38. Those 38s tend to be higher. No one's actually asking to sell them though. These were what, $138? So not the greatest item in terms of resale, but people are definitely selling them. They're changing hands and they were pretty sought after. So a decent amount of volume here on the washed indigo pair. Let's look at the blacks. Okay, $154 for a 34 and a high of $212 for a 30. The current asking prices are right here, right around the low 170s. Quipe sweat shorts, quickly talk about these. None have sold yet. Actually, just kidding. One size large went for $150. So that guy made probably like $10-20 at the most. Obviously no sales on these ones because they're still on the site. The mesh side panel cap is next, and this guy was only $48, But of course, if you didn't get free shipping, it was more than that. 2 have sold for 64 in the white colorway. Let's see, black has a sale for 70. That's actually not terrible for hats. These came out in a ton of different colorways, so the market is going to be split. These guys are changing hands for the mid 60s. So I'd recommend if you're reselling this, hold on to it a little bit or just wear it. I mean, it's a great hat. Talia 6 panel is next. I think the navy is the one that's in stock, so I don't know why I clicked on it, but here we go with the red, 64 bucks. I think this guy will actually do decent long term, and wow, someone actually finessed 97 bucks on the day that it came out, which is actually pretty impressive because none of them even have anywhere close to that. The black, we've seen 62 up to 85. So right now it's as low as 60. The market is pretty volatile on these guys. Wanted to just quickly pull up the Air Force One lows just so you can see what people are paying for them on the secondary market. Here are all the asking prices, and they're pretty much right around retail. These guys, they 118 right now. That's actually incorrect. The current and updated retail price for these is 124 bucks, which is kind of annoying by Supreme, to be honest, because these guys really shouldn't cost anything extra. All they have is a little Supreme box logo right there. But of course, Supreme wants to get its money. The blacks right here, you can see the recent sales. People definitely were selling them today after the restock, which is kind of funny. I wonder how much these people are actually making after the taxes. And the last item might have you guys surprised because it's already on StockX. And here we go, the Shanghai exclusive Supreme Air Force Ones. Adjust the size of the screen right there so you can see the red swoosh. That's all they did. But it's a store exclusive in Shanghai only. Speed Red is the name of the red, which I actually kind of like that. And these say they're going to come out tomorrow as the release date because in Asia, Supreme does come out on Saturdays. But apparently people already have them in hand and are selling early pairs. So expect these to be the absolute highest price you will ever see these. A high of $616 for an 8.5, $435 for an 11. I have no idea what the market will do for these, but if you want to get yourself a pair, you might have to pay out the ass to get them in a short time. I would say save for these or make connections with some Chinese hype beasts because you might need to send someone into the freaking store, boots on the ground, and acquire yourself a pair that way. So that is going to do it for today, guys. What did you think about everything that sold out from Supreme Week 14? My overall thoughts was, damn, this week we saw a bunch of mid items that ended up selling out and are currently reselling in the aftermarket. Now, there's a lot of talk right now about VF Corp potentially selling Supreme, and I do want to do a video on that when we get more information, but my overall thoughts is Supreme is still maintaining its relevancy, and people are happy to come out every single Thursday and buy shit until it sells out, and there's still money to be had if you want to do a little flipping on the side. Now, do I recommend making reselling your primary form of income? Probably not, unless you have a lot of time and can acquire a ton of product. But anyway, just for the average everyday consumer, I think these videos give you some information on what an item is selling for, the review of the week to make sure we're all making the right decisions on what to target, and just so you know, hey, I bought this cool jacket, I'm gonna wear it, but it's actually worth $100 more than I paid for it, which at the end of the day, that is kind of cool. Hope you guys have a good one, have a safe weekend, and I'll catch you guys in the next one for Supreme Week 15. Peace.